In this video, we're going to look at how to find the quartiles and interquartile range from a list of data. Now, the quartiles are similar to the median. The median is the midway point of the data. The quartiles are a quarter of the way through the data and 3/4 of the way through the data. And we find them in much the same way as we find the median. So let's look at an example. We're asked to find the quartiles and interquartile range of this set of numbers. As with the median, the first thing we need to do is write the list of data in order. So we start with a 2, then we've got a 3, then another 3 up there, and then there's another 3 there, and then there's a 4, and a 5, and another 5, and another 5, and another 5. Then there's a 6, and a 6, and a 7, an 8, and finally a 9. So now we've got our data written in order, and first of all we're going to find the median. Now in the previous video, to find the median, we just counted from both ends and crossed off until we got to the number in the middle. We're going to have a quick look at another way we can find it, which is better for longer sets of data, such as this one. And the way we do it is we count how many numbers there are, and we do that number, add 1 to it, and divide by 2. And that tells us the position of the median. So in this case, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 numbers. So we do 15 plus 1 and then divide by 2. 15 plus 1 is 16. Divide by 2 gives us 8. So the median is in the 8th position of our ordered list. So we count now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one here is our median. So our median is 5. Now to find the lower quartile and the upper quartile. The lower quartile is the quarter of the way through the data, and we look at the first half of the data. We look at this part of the data here, and we take the median of that part of the data. So the median of that section there is 3. So the lower quartile, often abbreviated to LQ, is 3. The upper quartile is 3/4 of the way through the data, and that is the middle of the upper half of the data. That is that number there, 7. So the upper quartile, which is usually abbreviated to UQ, is 7. Notice that in this example, as the median was a specific number that was in the data, it was 5, we didn't include that in either the upper half or the lower half. Finally, we need to find the interquartile range, which is usually abbreviated to the IQR, and the interquartile range is the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So in this case, it's 7 minus 3, which is 4. And the interquartile range tells us that 50% of our data is within that range. Half of the data is between 3 and 7. Let's have a look at another quick example. Find the quartiles and interquartile range of this set of data. Once again, the first thing we need to do is order it. So the smallest number is 1 there. Then the next one is the 6. Then 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, and then 10, 10, and finally 13. Once again, to find the median, we count how many bits of data there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we do n plus 1 divided by 2, which in this case is 10 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 11 divided by 2, which is 5.5. What that tells us is we want the values halfway between the 5th and the 6th value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the median is halfway between 7 and 8. So in this case, the median is 7.5. Then to find the lower quartile, this time, because we had to go between two values, the range that we look at for the lower half goes all the way to the very middle. So it's the median of those values. And in that case, it's 7. And the upper quartile, again, goes from the middle, because there was the two values that made up the median, and we take the median of the upper half of the data, which in this case is 10. So our lower quartile is 7, our upper quartile is 10, and our interquartile range is 10 minus 7, which is 3. So half of the data lie within 3 of each other, between 7 and 10. And that's how we find the upper quartile, the lower quartile, and the interquartile range for a list of data.